Week 2 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Ravens and the Saints, and it...
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete here. Look at this Baltimore defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Saints first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Back to throw again. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 15 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? He'll drop to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Running from the gun with Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A toss left. Henry. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They keep it with Henry on first down. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Jackson able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Walker. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On second down, here's Henry. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angle. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 25, here's second down and 8. Looking to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Inside the 20. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he's got it. And the Ravens are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Henry is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. For this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2nd and 6. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Jackson now. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Jackson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Flowers. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Jackson will throw again. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
And the Saints, first down.
They'll set up to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. And he'll find Moreau here. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Saints.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Kamara will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. Kamara trying again. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. 2nd and 10. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he is caught. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And the Saints first down.
They'll look to throw again. And that one to the right side and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Slant pass complete to Olave. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Bengals who have the lead in the second quarter. Joe Burrow having his hottest start as you can. 4 first-half touchdown passes. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Inside handoff, Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go play action now. Jackson, a short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. They're going to look to throw. Olave over the middle. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Travis Jones. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles. I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone to...
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand to Kamara. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route, that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. Stiff-armed him. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd down and 6 now. They'll run it again with Henry. Fights through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A give to Henry. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. From 17 yards out. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, and the way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down and 4. Kamara up the middle. Well, this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And we're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He completes it to Olave. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And they'll turn to Kamara, and he'll get in for the 2 points, so that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. A solid stiff arm. Fighting through, and he's got space. He's on his way. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 76 yards. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. 2nd and 4. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. So nothing doing there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Kamara trying the right side. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They run. It's Kamara. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur, so they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
At the 45-yard line.
On second down, Jackson able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this down inside the 40.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Jackson will throw again. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Brian Brzee, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the lead will hold at 10. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this is caught inside the 5.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10.
Here's Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Play action. It's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 2 yards, good enough for first.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now 2nd and 9.
At the Saints 13-yard line.
Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll come up now on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. He gets away from one. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a 2nd and 6.
They'll run straight ahead with Hill. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
They'll look to throw again.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
a gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw again.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Baltimore, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.